My name is Rachel Miller. At 29, I was 9 months pregnant, living in a cozy Texas suburb and deeply alone. On paper, my life with my husband, Ethan, seemed perfect. A half-decorated nursery in soft yellows, a house filled with cautious hope. But reality was starkly different. Ethan, a finance professional, was a dutiful son who spent every weekend at his parents' house, leaving me to navigate pregnancy alone. He called it recharging. I called it abandonment. Pregnancy made everything harder. I struggled with groceries, tying my shoes, and constant back pain, but Ethan offered no help. Not when I climbed stairs. Not when cramps woke me at 2 a.m. My friends and neighbors stepped in when they could, but my husband was emotionally absent. Each morning, I cooked breakfast, forced a smile as he left, and managed household chores while carrying our child. Only then could I rest, blogging about the sky, meals, or garden flowers, small joys in my lonely days. I questioned myself. Was I expecting too much? Was I too emotional? But deep down, I knew a marriage shouldn't feel like solitary confinement. I stayed silent, hoping Ethan would change after the baby arrived, clinging to the dream that love could still bloom in our fractured bond. That dream would soon shatter. 3 years into our marriage, Ethan had become unrecognizable. The man who once brought me coffee just the way I liked it now dropped his coat on the couch, expecting me to pick up after him. There were no more flowers, no goodnight kisses, just cold silences and passive-aggressive sighs. One evening, as I prepared dinner, Ethan walked in, tossed his bag on the couch, and disappeared into the bathroom without a word. "Welcome back," I called softly. "I made hamburgers." No response. He emerged, flopped onto the couch, and frowned at the glass of water I offered. "Where's the beer?" he asked. I apologized for forgetting to buy it, promising to get some tomorrow. "Seriously, go to the store now," he snapped. "I've had a long day." I stared, incredulous. "Ethan, I'm 9 months pregnant. My back is killing me." He glared. "Just because you're pregnant doesn't mean you get special treatment. My mom was active when she was pregnant with me." Arguing with Ethan was like setting a forest ablaze, pointless and destructive. So I grabbed my purse and left. At the convenience store, I ran into Sarah, a kind neighbor. "Forgot something?" she asked cheerfully. "Yeah, Ethan wanted beer," I said, forcing a laugh. Her face grew serious. "Rachel, that's not okay. You shouldn't be out here like this." Her concern hit me hard. We parted at the crosswalk, and I returned home to find Ethan on the couch, untouched dinner cold on the table. "What took so long?" he barked. I handed him the beer, said nothing, and cleaned up. That night, I ate alone, bathed alone, and slept alone. The next morning, Ethan acted as if nothing happened. "Don't be moody," he said, whistling as he left for work. "Appreciate what you've got." I wanted to scream, but stayed silent. That night, he came home early, his drinking party canceled. I'd made a small dinner for myself, not expecting him. He exploded. "You didn't think I'd be hungry? This is pathetic. My mom would have cooked better." He stormed out to his parents' house, leaving me in the quiet kitchen. But instead of breaking down, I felt relief, peace in his absence. The next morning, Ethan's mother called, berating me for not serving him a proper meal. "This feels like moral harassment," she snapped. I tried to explain, but she cut me off. I apologized and hung up, sitting in silence. Later, Ethan returned, acting as if nothing had happened. "Hey," he said casually, "how about a family trip next weekend? My parents are coming." I blinked. It was my due date. "I don't think I should travel," I said carefully. "I'm having cramps." He rolled his eyes. "You're not sick. My parents already booked everything. Stop overreacting." I gave in, too tired to fight. The day of the trip arrived. As I settled into the car, I felt a warm rush. My water had broken. "Ethan, we need to go to the hospital," I gasped. He looked at the wet seat, then at me, his face twisted in disgust. "You're going to ruin the car. Get out. I'll clean this up." I stared, trembling. "You're not taking me to the hospital?" He opened the door. "We had plans. You're ruining everything. Call someone else." And he drove away, leaving me, 9 months pregnant and in labor, on the side of the road. Cars passed as I stood, shaking, unable to process. Then I heard, "Rachel, are you okay?" It was Sarah. I burst into tears. Without hesitation, she flagged a taxi, helped me in, and held my hand the entire ride to the hospital. "Breathe, we're almost there," she said, her calm voice anchoring me. At the hospital, she stayed by my side, refusing to leave even when nurses took over. "She needs someone," she told them. "Her husband isn't coming." She called my parents, who rushed to join us. In the delivery room, I gripped Sarah's hand as contractions tore through me. My phone buzzed relentlessly, Ethan, but I ignored it. When he finally called, panicked, begging for help, I hung up. My parents arrived, my dad furious, my mom tearful. Sarah explained everything outside the room as nurses prepared me for delivery. Hours blurred into a storm of pain and determination. Then, a sharp cry, my daughter's voice. The nurse placed her in my arms, tiny and perfect. "We're safe now," I whispered. In that moment, a new part of me was born, a woman who would no longer tolerate cruelty. In recovery, my parents sat beside me, offering quiet strength. Sarah had gone home, but promised to return. My phone showed dozens of missed calls from Ethan. I didn't open a single one. My friend Mia visited, outraged at Ethan's actions. "Forget him," she said. "You and your daughter deserve better." She was right. The next morning, Ethan tried to visit the hospital but was turned away per my instructions. I went to my parents' house after discharge, where they prepared a room for me and my daughter. Holding her, I whispered, "We're home." 2 days later, Sarah visited, bringing a fruit basket and her warm smile. I hugged her tightly. "You saved us," I said. She touched my baby's cheek. "You're the brave one, Rachel." Her advice lingered. "Don't waste your peace rebuilding what nearly destroyed you." I resumed blogging, now sharing truths about motherhood, strength, and second chances. The support was overwhelming. Strangers and friends alike sent encouragement, some sharing their own stories of resilience. My daughter gave me purpose. As I rocked her to sleep, I realized surviving isn't living. Living is choosing peace, truth, and self-respect. Ethan kept calling, his messages shifting from apologies to accusations. I didn't respond. For weeks after giving birth, I filed for divorce with a lawyer my dad recommended. I chose freedom for myself and my daughter, who reminded me daily that we deserved more.